Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is sharing her journey with freezing her eggs so she might be able to have children later in life. Here's what she said.
Deco and I, day one of freezing my eggs. I'm diving into the process, and now I've got, let's see, all of this medicine here. I'm going to inject.
A lot. This is a decision faced by many women, so today's Health Watch is about what you need to know. We're joined by CBS News medical correspondent Dr. Céline Gounder. She's also editor-at-large for public health at KFF Health News. We're so glad you're here. I'm so glad we're having this conversation. When I was in my early 20s and no prospect, I said to my mom, I knew I wanted kids. If I haven't met any by the time I'm 32, 33, I'm going to go to a bar, pick somebody up while I know I'm ovulating, have a baby. And she said, please don't share that with me. That was my method.
Because you didn't know about this, right?
This was not even an option. This wasn't even something that people talked about. That's why I don't recommend that, what I was thinking about for anybody, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that she's talking about it this way. 36, though, still seems young. And to that you say, what? The process. Take us through this.
Well, so age at freezing is the biggest predictor of whether you then can have a live birth. So women who froze at 35 or younger had about a 50% live birth rate, whereas if you wait until after 40, that drops to about 20%. So younger is better.
Yeah, a lot of women. Favorite daughter Kirby did this years ago in her early 30s. Is there a best time to do it?
Well, younger. And
yes.
so the way the process works is it's about 2 weeks of daily hormone shots. Then you have a retrieval under anesthesia, under sedation. The eggs are then flash frozen, and that's where this process stops. After that is IVF.
So what are the risks and side effects for young people or any woman who's thinking about doing this?
Complications are uncommon, but it can include something called ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, which is where the ovaries swell and leak fluid into the belly. You can also have complications like infection or bleeding related to the retrieval of the eggs. And remember that this is just freezing the eggs. A pregnancy at the age of 44 still carries the risks to the mother and to the baby of a pregnancy at 44.
So there's no guarantee, is what you're saying?
There is no guarantee of success. So of the eggs that are frozen, about 80% will survive thawing. And then each step of IVF, you see a decrease in probability. The stat to ask for is live births per patient by age of freezing.
So most health plans, they don't cover this unless there's a medical reason like cancer?
Yeah, that's right. So it's about, if you're paying out of pocket, it's $12,000 to $15,000 a cycle, plus the storage, plus the thaw, plus the other costs of IVF. So it gets really expensive. 21 states mandate coverage, but again, only if there's a medical reason for that, like cancer treatment. No state mandates elective freezing, which is what AOC is doing. And you need to ask your HR if your benefits cover the thaw, as well as coverage after you leave the job.
Well, I'm glad Representative Ocasio-Cortez is talking about this. No one ever questions when a man decides to start a family. She's been getting some heat from some people, so I'm glad she's bringing this attention to an issue that affects a lot of women. Dr. Gounder, always great to have you. Thank you very much.